Oh, thank you very much. I'm Vynn. I'm also accompanied by two wonderful commentators with the game here, Studio System Guardian Angel. So if you'd like to introduce yourselves.
Yeah, go for Fiery.
I'm fiery. I do not run this game, but I've watched a bit and it's pretty cool. I do want to play it in the future.
Yeah, I'm light. I ran. Okay, so a guy named Jan Jarla turned Vin and I onto this game. Jan and I
Oh,
both
cute.
ran this game. We just never submitted any runs. So yeah, I do run the game. I'm just not on the leaderboard.
And you need to submit it
I
because
know.
it
I
does
didn't. I
very
didn't
long.
record it. I know.
Okay. World record just not recorded. All right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's just not recorded. Actually, it's a 30-minute.
It's understandable. Yeah. Anyway, just getting just into the game. Time starts basically when you select normal mode, and it'll end pretty much. You'll know when it ends. There'll be a ending screen title card with your results and whatnot, so that'll be when time ends. But yeah, without further ado, three, two, one. We're just gonna get started. We do start off with a couple of cutscenes. This one is like I want to say like it's very early 3D polygon style. It's got like the PS1 vibes, you know. It's pretty chill. And the what was it like the Boogie Pop Phantom intro
Yeah,
style going on?
yeah. We think the intro is a little bit based on a Boogie Hop Phantom because it sounds very similar to like the title. How they say the title in the show.
Yeah, and I hadn't included that. I actually owned that. I got it for like 50 cents when I was 19, and I just had no goddamn idea because the title was in Japanese at the time. And it's just like, oh, this looks cool. All
It
right,
also
doesn't
kind of
really
has like
run too
some.
well.
It has some like Serial Experiments Lane vibes with how Becky communicates to people and like how she thinks of herself too.
Oh yeah. That's one that I still gotta watch, I gotta be honest. But overall, like the with the influences on its sleeve, it's also got some Silent Hill in there as well. It's
Yeah.
very much a pretty neat title on of its own. It can stand up on its own 2 feet fairly well. It's very surreal. I do enjoy it, and it is very uh, like even the music just then as well. It's definitely the vibe. The vibe is there. The vibe is chill. It's cool until it's dang well not. However, we are just gonna like even at the beginning. There's like if you hammer enter key as well as space key, you get to skip a lot of text faster. At least at the very beginning, it doesn't really matter so much after that, after the fact. But here we also get to skip the escape key, and now we get to do this. We use our mouse as well as the keyboard for absolutely everything, which is
Yeah,
pretty neat.
while this game may have like a lot of influence from other survival horror or like even anime, it has a very unique gameplay mechanic in that you get to play these locked camera angles, but then you right click and move it around, and you actually are able to shoot things once we actually start getting ammo, which we'll see pretty soon.
Yeah, we get camera rounds. It's a very nicely called because a lot of the game is based on like studio system. If you were to Google that anyway, it would come up with like the Hollywood stuff. And this is God telling us we have to join a club. I'm just going to join this one on the left hand side. Don't ask questions, just go with it. We've signed a pact. It's cool. Don't worry, it'll be fine. And
Aim for
this
the
is
head,
where it's
Angel.
aim for the head. And you can just look around everywhere you want with the right click button, and then boom. This is what we're also going to be doing because we're going for a very specific ending, alternative ending. A alternatively, as it's called, no pun intended. We're just going
Yeah,
to be going
those.
through a lot of switches and some teleportation stuff here, like that. Doesn't work everywhere, but this is one of those cases where you get teleported back to the start of a room just by falling down.
So these
Yeah.
these coins that you see hanging off the ceiling, they won't appear on your first playthrough. So this is essentially a new game plus ending that we're getting, and it happens to be the fastest one. So it's kind of like the most played category for that reason.
Yeah, exactly.
The, there's no other new game plus aspect to it. It's not like we have anything stronger or anything. It's just the fact that we get to now collect coins.
That was clean.
Nice.
That's just a little
Yeah.
exhibition of one of the kind of glitches you can do in this game. It's not really utilized a lot yet. But you can basically just be catapulted off of bridges, anything that kind of has a ridge in between the character and any other solid object, bounces you up into the air. It's pretty neat. And it's underutilized. I think there could be some stuff to it. But that's just one such example, so to speak, that you can just get some little extra stuff because usually you're meant to bring her up, like, use your camera, bring her up with some, like, weird little cube instead of just
Yeah.
doing that, which is way more faster. It's way
This
faster.
survival horror has platforming, and it's kind of born of the game the developers made before this called Times Infinity, which is a visual novel platformer. Uh, you actually have a jump button in that game, so they actually is, I think, the same engine for this, but they just removed your jump button, so that she kind of has these interactions, like where she can kind of like float there, like Vin kind of launched that elevator up, and the character kind of like went up off the floor. So if we had a jump button, you would imagine like you could do some like cool air mechanics. So when you can find those like ridges to kind of like collide into and launch her, she can still move in the air.
Okay, yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna try and get that thing off, that little wisp, because we're not allowed pass through here with the blemishes. And the whole entire time, like, we've been just going back to school for graduation purposes. And we said, screw it, like, there's this place underneath the school, let's go digging.
As
And,
all smart people
oh,
do.
okay. That is very cool. Nice,
This
alright,
game also
we...
has no fall damage, as you might notice, like all good games.
Only the funnest games.
Yeah.
And then there's
Yeah,
this
fall
guy
damage is a no fun
Okay.
mechanic.
Yeah.
And you will notice that the enemies kind of make a sound before they start going towards our character, who's called Becky. And that's kind of when you want to time using your bat for hitting those guys. When you hear the sound, it's enough time then to start swinging. And those little ammo packs that I'm picking up, you know, you got your health, which is those over there, and you got like just by the wall. But you got a white ammo pack, which is worth like 1 camera round. There's blue, which is worth 2 camera rounds, and then there's orange, which is the best one and the rarest, but it's orange. Orange box, which has 4 camera rounds, and you ideally don't want to be shooting your bullets too fast, which would be using your camera like that. You can pull things off of Becky with this mechanic as well as shoot with camera rounds. And then you got your good old trustworthy melee with the bat and this very awkward camera angle.
Whoa, you actually okay, that's really hard to do. It's so hard to
Yeah.
get into that staircase.
Yeah.
The perspective is really
that is
maddening.
really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, this
You're
game
worth me a
changes
lot.
perspectives a lot from what I've noticed. Like it gets really crazy. It's really cool, but it can definitely make movement pretty awkward at times.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got like
The
options for it.
yeah, the interact button and the bonk button are the same button, it seems. Right?
Yeah, it's the one downfall for this game.
Yeah. You're gonna see that happen sometimes.
I love that
Oh.
I've just done that.
Oh!
What a shame.
Yeah,
Oh well, second time.
the awful thing about this is Becky will stay in place as you move the object around. So you have to kind of make sure she's getting blocked by the wall as you move an object.
No, I'm also gonna... You see
Oh,
that?
there's an example
That's just
of
the example of getting yeeted. Thanks a lot. No, I'm gonna hope and pray that this is indeed what I'm looking for. Ah, shucks. Oh, there we go.
Thank
Got it.
Nice. Becky's just really good friends with Lakitu from Mario Kart, so sometimes she just likes to go off and get brought back.
And then you can also move like this, which is... I like that tech. You don't have to like fully rely on just putting one platform in front of the other. There is space to mess around and play with it. as well with hidden stuff like that you normally wouldn't see because that's the predetermined angle that you're going to be seeing things from. And you can scoot around like walls, you can move them around as well, stuff like that. And yeah, this was our friend from earlier. She's definitely not looking too hot.
She's chilling. Just
Now we're
T-posing.
going in with 9 ammo. That's actually pretty goddamn good.
Let's go.
And I'm gonna back up into this corner. And
This
just let her do her
boss
thing.
has 2 attacks or 3.
She throws yellow fish at you. And swings around, and I got hit. Getting a no-hit by this is pretty god tier. I'm worried. So,
Yeah, good deal.
does the fish come in at random angles? Yep, that's cool. There we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
good
3
job.
is pretty good to land off with.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
And
so
then we just get a head.
she has like 2 melee attacks. One is that big swing around one that we kept seeing. But if you get it in her face, like say you're like smacking her with the bat, she actually has a close range attack that she'll do if you're too aggro.
Yeah.
But we did not see that, so that's good.
Yeah, I typically try to stay away because then her reach just, especially in the corner, she's just not able to get you there. But if the weird yellow shots hit you, then that's just kind of unfortunate luck for you. But you can no hit that, which is really goddamn cool. So I'm not. What? I just kind of left the room without leaving the room.
Yeah, I think
I
it's
don't
if you
know.
hit the escape key, like you skipped like the interaction. There's some cases where you can like when the god is giving you a pact, you can instead of talking to him before he gives you the pact, you can hit escape and then escape again to like cancel that text out. It's just that the menu takes too long to come up for it to be like a time save. And so sometimes you can just hit escape and escape again and you'll skip something. And you're like, "Oh, it's kind of just a wash in terms of time save."
Yeah, I never got that before. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm quite happy with that.
That's marathon
Nope.
luck right there.
Gosh, dang it.
It
That's
wouldn't be
also
a
the
marathon run
marathon.
without something new happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely. God is gone. But
Yeah,
not
that
for
was
long.
our god there. He gives you a
We
second
just
chance to talk to him, which is when we pass by him, and then it's truly telling you that was the last time because it shows him all destroyed after the fact.
yeah, it's like a hi, bye, God,
Yeah,
sort of deal. And obviously, like the interaction button is tied to your attack, so if you hit it preemptively, you're just going to be swinging a bat instead of going through a door. And we're just going to be retreading some ground here, going through here, for example, and you get some weird stuff down there. We're
me
just
me
going to
me
ignore
faces.
that. Yeah. Now we're just going to do a small skip and hopefully we don't get hit. Yep. Dodge him.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Lakitu.
unlike it's the Lakitu. Unlike the Zelda game, I think you guys just watched that one. I think if you fall into a pit, you lose like a half a heart or a quarter heart or something. This game, it's free. It's Lakitu.
Yep.
This is a
The
very
real one right
Silent
there.
Hill room as well, where you hear like footsteps and you never see the person in here, and you're meanwhile trying to solve the puzzle that we just went in and just left again. But yeah, doing that legit, that is genuinely unnerving for the very first time that you're playing it. And we just want that,
He's got to wiggle it.
dude.
There's just a
Yeah,
key in
we
the
can.
barrel for some reason.
There's also ammo in the other one, but we're not going to take it because we don't really need it. I also want to save some time there. Because I'm looking at it, we have 4 ammo on the bottom left, so that's pretty chill. In your options menu, you can choose to see like the bottom, like very bottom of the screen. You do see this like white line, and that is our packed health. That's another red coin that we got to pick up for our ending, and we have about 7 in total that we can pick, but we need 6. But just getting back to the UI, you do have some options to check if you have good packed health. That does affect the ending. And then obviously like how much ammo and how much health you need to stay alive. Like, you know, one, you're gonna be walking around pretty dang injured, but you're also gonna be hitting faster. So it's kind of like, are you gonna risk it just to hit an enemy faster? I'd rather not. So you get a maximum amount of health of 3. And these guys really love to just hang around the corner, just trying to mess up your step. I'm gonna get that though, for sure. I mean, it's on the passing route, so you might as well just grab it. Very
Yeah,
cool.
especially in a marathon, you definitely wanted to grab HP because enemy positions are pretty RNG based. Like one of these guys could be in your face already when you walk into this room, for instance. So there's just scenarios where you're likely to take damage.
Ooh. Yeah,
Like right
that's
now,
bad.
heal, heal, heal.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't worry about that.
Pretty much as soon as you
And
see your
usually,
HP hit
yeah.
one, in a like a casual run too, you should just heal because like the game can chain damage real fast.
Oh yeah, they will body block you, and then that's it. Bye bye, adios to your run. You know.
Yeah,
Like even then, you'll go in and out of rooms, and you'll have no problem. Then all of a sudden, you walk out of a room, and then all of a sudden, yep, you get hit the moment you leave. I'm really selling this game, aren't I?
yeah,
But but yeah. Um, Thankfully, we're fine. We have 5 ammo. Hello, chainsaw guy.
Chainsaw
Uh,
Man reference, surely.
Movie
Unrelated to
out
the movie.
now. Definitely
Bombarded.
not sponsored.
Man, I'm getting like non-stop ads for that everywhere. I don't even.
I want to see it so bad. I want to see it so bad.
It got very popular very fast. That
Yeah,
anime.
and it's just a
I
little area then that you're in the dark, but you just stick to the right path, and yeah, you pretty much are solid.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
kind of
fast.
funny. In real life, if you get lost in a cave, the rule of thumb is to just follow the right wall or the left wall and just keep doing that, and you'll eventually end up at the entrance again. Go right, yeah. And
Yeah,
so
there we
like
go.
you can apply that here. You just follow the right wall, and it's pretty much the fastest route.
Yeah, I'm just moving the camera kind of like slightly along with Becky so that I can actually see where on earth she's going. Because sometimes you'll just accidentally like go into a wall, like, and then it's just like, oh wait, I'll just follow the path, and then all of a sudden you've hit a dead end. And you don't really want to do that. And there will be an exit here very, very soon. It'll be, through a red door because everything's just a red door. But there is out of the way little packets or like items like health, etc., etc. But second screen here, you see a little outlet here, and then there's just a little box of ammo. That's just if you want. And we're going to be using teleportation stuff here,
Yeah,
along
room
with this
resets.
soothing music, if you want to call it that. It's oddly soothing. But yeah, we're just going to use reset points. So we grab the things that we need, and then we're just automatically teleported here each and every time. And we're feeling very, very guilty about our friend Tomaro, but sadly it will have to be done because, like, bad guy, you can't just be doing that to your buddies, pal. And then we're just gonna get the faded orange pack and one of these. So the orange pack there, you
Definitely.
could see the ammo change like by 4. So we had 6 previously, and so now we have 10. We're looking fairly healthy in the ammo department.
Yeah, our next boss is 13 shots, right?
It is 13 shots, yeah, for basically the Godhead Becky. And I always
Yes.
used to think that was Wendigo, but no, it's just some random person.
It's
Just
meant
they're
to kind of draw
yeah,
you in and look like someone you know, and then all of a sudden you finally see their face and it's just like a TV static.
yeah. I know this part
Save here.
has caught me because for like it felt like months, right? But every run that I was doing, it was so consistent for like this whole area is randomized. There's like a one switch in amongst like what 6, and you want to
Like
go through this
9 or
door, by the
12.
way. Yeah, it's like 1 amongst 12 in here, and I would have it so that at least on my previous operating system, yes, I'm struggling to understand what's going on. I would not boot up the game, and it would be consistent for like this one or whichever one that you had prior, like in the prior run. If it was this one, for example, it would be cool. Are you seriously doing this to me right now?
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Right,
last one.
runner's luck. Yeah, it was that
Okay,
one.
top
So that
right.
would happen, but you wouldn't reboot the game. You could do as many retakes of your run as possible, just as long as you did not reboot the game, it would stay the same. That has suddenly changed, and I have no clue what's happened, but it has shocked me to my core because I was depending on that for quite some bit. I'm gonna chance this over here.
Yeah,
So
you're
this
already
is
2
again,
HP too, so if you get hit once, heal.
yeah, for sure. And then we just go over here, kind of stay to the left. Maybe not like that, but we are just gonna try and manipulate the way that the enemies are coming towards Becky so that we can go over here and grab a key. And basically, by doing this, we've skipped a whole section of the game. A very tedious one at that, by the way. So I'm quite happy with that. And this little secret like area as well is kind of neat. I just need to make sure that we don't get nuked. Interact with Q, and then we just kind of go into a different control setting automatically, like just off the bat. And as you can see, also 13 ammo. We are good for the boss. You just fall off. You can fall off prematurely before that drop, but I have not been able to get it yet. It is just secret magics to me right now, how to get it. And then we just need to not get hit by these red things. Yeah. And also not get hit by these things either. Sometimes like things are just way more aggro in runs. Like it's the same with everything. Like it's all RNG based. You know how you know yourself. But please don't. Just please don't. Okay, we got lucky.
Wow, that was very good patterns, to be
Nice.
honest.
That was good.
And now we can just give 2 notes to Wendigo, who's the blonde chick that we've seen. And then we have a stalker who's checking out the situation. And this is all just lore, which we've been skipping for the entirety of the duration of this run. But you know, we're meant to help with birthing a godhead, and like the gods able to just bring about a lot of, you know, it can work its magic in its own little vacuum of space. It's all about who is the one to be able to manipulate that magic, essentially. And we are the chosen one, because that's how it usually goes. But essentially, that's really it. This is a loud room, by the way. Please be careful for your ears. It will get loud. And the tide will never stop rising until we just eventually get through to the next section. It will like try to scare you with like throwing in an extra enemy, but we're pretty much safe just as long as you keep running. You can walk through this, but I would not advise it because
Yeah,
you're
it's like
really
pixel
stretching
perfect.
it thin.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't run the whole entire first playthrough of this game, and I was like, why is this section so tight?
I was, I was watching it. I'm just like, this is not. It's not meant to be this slow. Yeah, that was a nice little homage, to, like Silent 2 sort of stuff. Can't get the door open.
Trying to figure out what music the enemies are listening to because they're all just headbanging like crazy. Like,
Free Jacob's Ladder, yeah.
It's like Nala's
Preferably. Yeah,
vibing.
true. Preferably they're not listening to whatever music is going on there. Key. Hello. I love keys. Thank you.
It's a very
There.
elusive key.
Some interactions are so funny in this game.
Yeah, if you just mess up an interaction, you gotta back up and just go back in again. It's pretty goofy, but I wouldn't have it any other way, if I'm honest. I love the jank in this. It's got its own charm. Thank you very much, Becky, for once again, you know, just keep being you, Becky. Don't worry about the camera angles. We're just very hungry. Whee. And so
Jumping down a
here,
hole must be a Silent Hill 2 reference.
and another hole,
Everyone's favorite.
and bullets. I have like 2 extra for this boss that's coming up for it'll be like ourselves. I guess there's like Silent Hill 3 mixed with Silent Hill 4 in terms of like the references in particular. But yeah.
So you have like an arena here normally, in case you don't have 13 rounds to put into this girl. It's kind of like a labyrinth. It's like tons of tunnels, and she will just kind of like sort of randomly go off into one and then go back into locking in on you and chasing you down. It's kind of tough because of the way that the perspective is. So just having all that ammo there and then using that little main room where she
Oh,
just entered the door.
just to interrupt. So room. Please
Oh yeah,
lower your
loud.
volume. Please continue.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
always have this game on low because of this. You have to turn this, by the way, if you ever buy this game, turn it down in Windows because the in-game slider doesn't work for certain parts.
Love
So
that.
yeah, yeah.
Let me just get a lot of like lore. Like, oh, media can host magic, and magic in media can be used for things. Did you know that? Movies. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. Yeah, something like that. And the whole gist is just like Dr. Campbell is the father of one of her friends who's called Jasmine. And Jasmine's in behind us. Tomoro is one of our other friends that we went to school with. We looked up to Jasmine here a lot, but she's just using us because she just wants us as a vessel for the godhead, essentially. She's not very nice.
But we think she's very cool. That's why we look
Yeah,
up to her.
she's the epitome of cool. Hi, Tomoro. Thanks for opening the door, Tomoro. Never seen you again, but thanks.
Tomato
And the
ending's
bully.
pretty funny. You get to the end of the game and it's kind of like the Big Lebowski. They're just like, let's just go bowling. Not literally bowling, but they're just like, screw everything that just happened. Let's go.
Yeah, I actually do like it. It
It's
just
pretty chill.
completely erases everything you've gone through, and it's just like, you know what? We're doing this now. This is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, run. Yeah, in between the playthroughs, at least if you're playing it the first time, you'll never see them. But intermittently, you are interrupted by little images like run and just like warped images of Becky and whatnot, and when to go even. My dude, chill,
You're gonna shoot him.
chill.
Just shoot him. Good job.
Yeah, because otherwise it's just like almost died.
Yeah.
A lot of health though. Watch
We
me
get.
eat those words. Hello, door. A door?
Yeah, this door does that. I love that
Thank you.
door.
Here's another one of our coins. Something funky about this one area though is you'll hear a little doo doo, for the enemies, just like signifying that there is one in the area, but you cannot get to them. Also, hidden ammo. Yes, good. But just wait until it stops as you're going around here, and then like it's pretty much the marker is getting the extra bullets here. You don't hear it anymore. And then that just means you're meant to do a whole lap around here just to get back to the door in this weird Sunhill 4 esque sort of tower thing. But as soon as you don't hear the noise anymore, you're good to go. And
All
then
right,
we're going
lock
into
in.
the room 3 on the top. And oh boy, remember that whole thing about being able to get teleported to the very start of your room if you fall off? Forget about it. The rules have changed. So what I'm going to do is, instead of waiting for that, like this is just one of the anomalies of this room. When the camera changes, hi
The
and
platform just kind of
goodbye.
jettisons.
Yeah, you get catapulted and you'll just fall to your what the hell?
Because we're trying to cheese platforms by like moving them while walking on them, and so when the camera angle changes, it flings it, and Becky stays in the same place, so she just kind of falls.
Yeah, sadly. It
But
is a
now,
case of that,
once we
but
get this
also now that we're
item,
over here, yeah.
you get a checkpoint.
And the checkpoint means you can no longer just fall off and get teleported again. At the very start of the room, you have to do this legit. It is terrifying in its own way. And that's nice. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly go over here. I hate this room. It's also just a noise. I don't know. It's a little unnerving in its own unique way. You can see like Becky's even struggling sometimes like stay on the items. Where she just kind of bounces up slightly. And that's because, yeah, you're just able to get yeeted, like catapulted entirely off. This guy only shows up sometimes. What are you doing there? Then we just look for the door with the footprints and a bingo. This is so unlucky. My dude.
Heal.
I know.
So, well, you could go left or right there. So if they're both up top, you'd go around the lower side of that. It's like a fit.
I'm
It's
too
the
used to going up top.
yeah, it's a
I know they're
symmetrical
just
like
kind of
platform.
yeah, they're just kind of vibing until you're just there. Collecting these little blue things, by the way, will give you like costumes and stuff, which is pretty cool, and little like little challenges, which are quite nice, honestly. Just if you want a different change of pace. This is a different one of Becky's outfits, for example. Oh, I heard you like Spinal 3. Do you like Walls of Doom?
Oh, these are two
I
question
hope.
mark, by the way. It's like
Yeah,
just two question marks following
yeah, it's a question. Do you like them? Because I don't.
it.
Okay, there we go. That was a little weird. Normally you just go straight ahead and you just go through here, but yeah, okay. Though, yep, bye. Wee.
Whee!
And this is the deadly section now. So I'm gonna make a safety stat. And you get to see your packed health define, you know, if you don't have anything on the base of the screen, you're just able to check them from your save points. And the reason why I'm saving here is because
New enemy type.
screw these guys. Screw the enemy types coming up.
Gonna be dealing with the boombox bandits because they are making fat beats the entire time.
And they just throw the
Yeah,
whole earth at you. They just got a globe as their weapon.
and they are relentless, let me tell you. No, bad.
They
Don't
have a
do it.
very long, lingering hitbox. So like they'll throw their globe at you, and then they can turn 180 degrees and just track you with it.
Ugh. Yep. You feel that one?
They're very passionate about geoguessr.
You know,
They really want you to learn geography.
I know, and you know what? I put like 100 hours in a GeoGuessr. They weren't having it. They're like, you need to be like rainbow levels, man. Work on your stuff.
That's tough.
It is tough.
Alright, so the whole reason that we're just here is to actually get an eyeball.
Yeah.
We just want to find an eyeball. It's Halloween.
It's this typical survival horror game.
Ah.
Like, what is a weird item you have to go collect? This is now the key. We're sick of gold key, silver key.
A horseshoe,
And he's beautiful.
string, an eyeball.
There we go. Now we got the eyeball, now we can see into the future. Let's pretend, I don't know. Oh, now he's activated. This guy's a jerk. This guy is an even bigger jerk, though.
Yeah, you actually have to loop that one here. This one just gets in your way.
Yeah, because otherwise they will just chain hit you, as already explained. And then a little tiny bit of the platforming.
Yeah. If
Again.
anyone ever plays Infinity Times Infinity, their previous game, which I again will reiterate is a visual novel, it has like this kind of platforming where it's like really tight and you get like a timer and you have to do it all. So if you want to warm
I
up
heard you like
for the
time
speedrunning this, yeah, just play Times Infinity.
Yeah, and then don't feel threatened by these. You'll be fine. Here's a checkpoint. So if you
Yeah,
fall
Vynn's kind
again,
of
you're
just
cool.
she's just YOLOing the corners.
Yeah, I mean, they're not that bad, honestly.
They're not.
It's just when you get hit by that. Ah, you...
But the perspective is another issue. Once you get so far away and the camera angle doesn't change, it's so hard to understand what angle you're on.
Yeah, it'll change again in just a moment. And you're cool. Yeah, it's fine. If I take another hit, it's okay. I just can't take two.
Yeah, too
Oh,
bad we
we're
can't see our health.
fine.
It's
It's
bleeding
all
into the
white.
background. You
Yeah, you made
could
it.
tell based on her limp though, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we just go into this really trippy room. I'm willing to bet the codecs, the streaming codecs will love this room. To be fair, there's a lot of red though too, so
Stream looks good.
that's good.
Yeah, whoever's streaming's
Sometimes
got
the
good
color
bit
is
rate.
gonna be... Thank you very much for the tech side of things. We do appreciate you. Because my computer hates me.
Yeah, we
All right,
found
now we're
out
just
that
going to another one.
your
Oh,
files were extremely large in size when recording it like lossless for this game.
yeah. Uh, you know what? I'm just gonna grab that for whatever. You can just get this ball of free falling normally, but I just
Oh,
wanted to be
also,
safe.
there's more red coins in the game than necessary for this ending, so we haven't really
Exactly.
been like literally keeping count. So it's just good to get that one anyways. Just in case we forgot one somewhere.
Yeah. I'm gonna move that over a little more. So this guy takes 7 shots. Sadly, I did have to pick up another one there. We were just one short, and that's for Chainsaw Guy. Who
Yeah, we
is?
have to kill Puchita.
There
Oh,
we go.
Vegeta!
Yeah,
Now we got 0.
there's no human body for him to get into either. He's just a goner.
R.I.P.
What a shame.
That's my dog, literally.
Literally.
Oh yeah, we
But
get a
yeah,
nice
so
little.
the game's like
Yeah.
saying Q. This is writing Q everywhere. If you hit Q and onto that white camera thing that was in the top right corner, it will change your perspective to the camera. So
Oh
then
yeah, there's another one too.
it's kind of cool. They do it again, yeah, here.
Okay, so second screen after this starts moving. So when it officially starts moving and the camera's changed again, Q all the way to the side, and you get to skip the perspective change that is over here to in 2, because you're meant to bring this over like later. It's meant to be a panic situation, but now we just have to chill. Hold Shift and W forward, you know, and then that's it. We don't have to do the panic mode activate section. Bye bye. We took one last swing of the bat, and now we have to give it up because no hostiles are allowed on here. But yeah, speaking of like an extra little coin, that
Yeah.
would be number 7 then. You only need 6, but you know, just to. Why not? No? And then we kind of chill because we're just getting. Just brought across this giant chasm. We get to spin
Yeah,
to win for a little bit.
this is pretty much the end of the game. Like there's no deaths that can occur now.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
just tap it in.
Yeah, if you're doing other
Yeah.
endings, then you definitely have to worry about potential deaths, but the alternate ending, we're chill. This is basically it, yeah. It's far, far quicker.
So yeah, if you wanted any
And
final
we
words, get it in now.
yeah.
As we tap it in here. It's funny, the alternative ending is basically um you go into the future. I think she's like working somewhere at like a coffee shop or maybe Seven and Sons or something. And then Jasmine comes and she's like, I made this computer game. And then she makes you play the computer game. And you're like, all right, that's cool. And then the game ends.
Just, yeah, it's just like, is that it? It's just like, yeah. It's like, when did we
It-
get so jaded? And then
for
that's
real.
it. Yeah, red room. And then that'll the colors of this door, like blue, yellow, red, it'll tell you pretty much. Then we just gotta look up and try not to do it immediately because otherwise you're just gonna go up into the air and you're just not gonna get the thing that
I
you
think it
need,
does.
which is being brought. I think it's happened again.
No, you have to be
It has
under it.
happened.
So you like move forward as you do it. Yeah.
There we go. And then just yeah, we get yeeted. Thanks a lot, game. That's cool. Sometimes it just happens. You just kind of slide into the ground and then into the wall, and then you go up, and then we're almost at the end. Just gonna need like 2 more minutes of your time at most, and then that's it. And let
Years
up on
later.
shift so you can yeet. That was a strange thing to see there. You don't have to collect all these balls. You just need like all but one. It's very weird, but yeah, you know, it's cool. And
I think
then
it's
after
the
this,
demo of Katamari Damacy.
I just got the new
time.
Katamari game. It's so good.
But yeah, that was
GG.
Studio An
GG's.
Angel.
That's time.
Uh,
That's time.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Oh wow, that was
was
That's
abrupt.
quite
So
the ending.
it's very abrupt. But the report card, yeah, that's the ending. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for having this on board. It's always
Thank
good
you
to
for
show this one.
showcasing.
Yeah. Just as a final word, if you just want to check out stuff that I do, you just find me over on twitch.tv/Fanata. And for my kind commentators, where can people find you?
I'm at twitch.tv/xfiery. I also have another run in this marathon in a few hours for Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City.
Nice.
All
Good
right.
luck on the run too. We'll be checking it out.
Sure.
Is that
And yeah,
everybody?
I'm just at twitch.tv/light_ning, LITE for the light. That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks very much.